It kills me not to know this, but I've all but just forgotten what the color of her eyes were.
Hi, and welcome to Crossfit Eclipse. We're going to talk about hand care. Right, for the hand care, we want to first treat it as an injury. Okay, it's not a badge of honor. You're not a hardcore CrossFitter if you have a whole bunch of rips and tears. Actually, you're less effective of an athlete. Let's say you had to do some barbell work for the next day. What are you going to grab it on with? The ripped hands. Probably not going to feel too good. You probably complain a lot and the coach doesn't want to hear about it. So treat it as an injury first, and then we can move right on. So first things first, is the pre-care. Okay. So Josh here, before he goes on to his 100 rep pull-up PR, he's going to inspect his hands. He's going to make sure there's no large ridges. If he does feel a rough spot and everything, he's just going to shave it down. The cheapest way is these little file thingies that you can get, or you get this nice handsome shaver. And what he does, he's going to find a ridge. Is just take that time, shave it down where it's nice and smooth. Those ridges will actually catch on the bar and rip, the skin off, and that's where the injury occurs. So after pre-care, we go to prevention. So the prevention, you can purchase these gymnastics grips on our Sportsmith link. Okay, sizes 3 to 4 are pretty common to use. Now these are really stiff, and you want to take the time to break them in. Also, the holes are quite smaller, if you're not breaking them in. So you might want to Dremel out that hole, or you're going to feel it choke off your fingers a little bit. Also, instead of grips, you can also go for tape. Now for the tape, there's a separate video of how to tape up for that, but you don't want just to wrap it around like you're a boxer, because that tape will actually slide, cause a ridge, and that ridge will actually start that tear again. So you've done more harm than good. Alright, so after pre-care and prevention, let's say you do get the injury, you do get the rip after all of that. So now it's the first aid. First thing to do, disinfect that, right? You gotta get rid of the infection. You don't want, the infection on the bar. You don't know what's been clean or not clean, so get rid of that infection first. Treat it. Is it gonna hurt? It's gonna sting? Of course, just like any injury. Then again, you got that rip, you got that loose skin hanging on, you gotta clip away. Take your time, have someone else to do it or stuff, but you gotta really take the time to clip away that loose skin, because you don't want it to grab on clothing or grab on anything else and rip even further. Next, I would just put Neosporin on there, some first aid, a bandage to keep that wound and keep addressing that wound. Now, for that shower, for that evening, or for the next morning, I would suggest wearing gloves. You can wear like dishwashing gloves, surgical latex gloves, something to where it will prevent from knowing that water and that soap will get into the wound and sting and everything. So 3 key things, pre-care, watch out for those ridges, shave it down. Prevention, use grips, tape, be aware of that. And then if you do have injury, have your coach help you out, clip away the loose skin, get some Neosporin, and then wear gloves and stuff, and treat it as an injury and not a badge of honor, and you'll be doing great.
Of an aging face that this world has forgotten.